Oh, is it alive? Am I live? Is it alive? Okay, it is live. Holy shit, I sound like a freak. You know, I could have noticed. Lord, to this length. There we go. Everything has been fixed. And now we're doing the hoppa. Uh. Wah. Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Okay, the mic's better now. For whatever reason, the mic was shit. In a very, very odd way. But okay. Everything worked out in the end. Before I continue, I have to do a little of these. And I am good to go. There we go. Let me check the Twitch, because I have to see if the following works, as in if the chat's live. Okay, Bob. Alright. Now we can play the video game. Rise from the Ashes, Day 1 investigation. Let's load this bad boy up. Apparently, I don't know if this is an epilogue or something. Well, I'm gonna see right now. It's raining. Raining hard. Oh. Huh? A double kill? What is this, Danganronpa? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Wow! How the hell have we been surviving and paying our rents and stuff and keeping the office even alive? How? No, this does not make sense. The fact that Phoenix is somehow able to survive without any income for the last 2 months is like, what? That's insane. Phoenix, teach me your ways, man. Like, do you just drink water? Do you, like, steal free samples at the market or something? Is that how you live off your life? Christ, this guy is fucking poor. I had offers, but none. Okay, so he had offers, but he took none of them. Why? That is until the day that girl showed up. Okay, but why did you take some offers? You need money, Phoenix. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh, it's February. Oh, man. Poof. We're not going to get the same day as, like, December 28th. That was, like, pretty epic. Why'd I come here to the office every day? Yeah, why do you come if you don't take offers? It's not like I want to work. You do. Oh. She's cool. Okay, hold on. If Maya was... Oh, my God. Where are you? Okay, trying to think of a voice here. Where have you been? My sister's trial's tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It's me, Austin. It was me all along. Vince McMahon. Ah! Austin. It takes off the mask. Ah, kill you, Chad. fuck. Anyways, it doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney Maya Fey. Last time I check, I have a dick, not a vagina. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. Matter of fact, if you want, I could point you to the closest cemetery if you want to find her. So who are you? The coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edward who was murdered though, but whatever floats your boat, girl. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. Wait, why are you not taking cases, Phoenix? But you are Phoenix Wright, right? Tuss. The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! Oh. There's no such thing as a baby butterfly. Yeah, there is. All you do is take an adult butterfly and you shrink it down a size, and therefore, bam, there's a baby butterfly. Also, how are you, Pin? Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Goddamn, well, that's brilliant. By the way, I'm good. You? I'm good. Did some working out. I am pretty much dead in terms of tiredness of my body. At one point, I tried to get up out of the bed, and one part was moving, the other part was not, and I kind of like I didn't really hurt my back, but like I kind of made like a little not a snap, but like I felt pain because one, like, I think the lower body was trying to move and the upper body was not moving at all. I'm like, oh, I really worked out a little bit too hard now, did I? But besides that, everything's okay. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Examine the walls. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Hey guys, the bellboy was staring right at me. Bah, what a guy. Work out a little too hard, never heard of that. Hey. Well, you know, in terms of going to the gym, working out. That's what I mean, in that context. As opposed to the Steel Samurai, well, Maya stuck it up here on the day that she left. Aw. I didn't have the heart to take it down. Aw. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. Good-looking legal books stand in front of a row. They mock me. I tried reading one, and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt, too. Alright. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I stopped taking cases. But why did you... I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. But why did you stop? And how is this building even of... I don't understand. How does this work? How do you do this? Maya's plant Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. See this? What do y'all think of it? Genos versus Krillin. Genos wins. It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. It's compass and it's mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any correlation due to stuff this. I'll give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Huh. So what, he wants to hang it up? But... okay. Genos versus Goku. Goku wins. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I would say hit. I would say hit one. I'll be 16 years old this year. Wow, okay. Yeah, I was trying to do a thing, but I remember I don't have face cam, so it didn't really work out. But I was trying to do that red... I think it's not red letter media, but the GIF where the eyes close and then open, going like flickering, like the eyes flicker a little bit, and you're just like staring, going like, what? Okay. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to Force Enix in 3 more years. My work has become quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Grab the green fat boy. The green fat boy. By the way, when are you streaming Pokemon again? I want to buy you someday. I'll most likely stream it. Don't know when. Because there are some other games I want to get towards too. But I am planning to get back into Pokemon. Make a competitive team. And do a little bit of shiny hunting for sure. But I don't have a set day, so to speak, as of yet. I will say Jotaro. Jotaro would win. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you could call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Right, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have her. Right. I suppose I will. I promise her I'll bring me a Faye, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? I don't know, probably friends, cousins, off-branch, second cousins, otherworld. Who knows? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me! I'm not a child, I'll have you know! Still, it's good to have a goal, a bit for a very unusual one. Well, I believe investigating should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, she can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. But yeah, we'll battle one day though, for sure. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I have been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of a case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. The thing, the plot hole, the ass pull that I'll probably use in court will be her, like, figuring this out, and it'll be the reasoning why her sister's not the murderer. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Faye person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Oh. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences, girl. Okay, peace, bye. That was an awkward thing to leave on. Boo versus Kirby. Kirby wins. Kirby will suck Boo in. 100%. February 22nd. Detention Center Visitor's Room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's got quiet all of a sudden, as soon as we arrived. Huh? Yeah, that's right, Pin. Guard. I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, it's just your sister. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to raise this room. No, understood, Mario. What was that all about? Hi, Lada. Buddy. No, hold on. I'm trying to think of a name. Trying to think of a voice for her. You serious? Oh, I'm serious. Kirby versus Journal. Journal will win if it's Journal's go to win experience stab with the arrow, he wins 100%. That boy is busted too. Seems to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Trying to think of a voice. No, hold on. Kirby versus Goku. Kirby. I'm trying to think here. A voice. What's your instinct, Goku? Kirby still wins. No matter what. That Puyo boy, you don't stand a chance. Kirby is a god. I'm trying to think. A voice. What kind of voice? I seem to remember specifically telling you not come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I don't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow. Don't have a defense attorney. What the fuck? What? What do you want? I'm trying to think of a fucking voice for her. You think I need... I'll be in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Ugh. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how did you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. Sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor. Okay, fine. Who would be Kirby then? Kirby versus Kirby. Sucking action. Let's go. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Ramen Man? Of course Ramen Man would be Kirby. Emma. Lana. I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? How are you doing, guard? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. I'm feeling a bit chilly myself. She's an ice queen. It's okay. We understand that. And Shaggy. Ultra into Shaggy. Smile for the camera. Your badge looks new. I polish it daily. In a few years, the gold plating will flick off. Then we'll see the real you. Gah. Whatever happened to innocent small talk? Give it 3 years, then we'll see what you've become. Wait, what did that say? Oh, fuck out. Okay. Only 1% of his power. Exactly, Pin. Only that much percentage would Shaggy use. There's something you should know from the start. Which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but that suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was the witness disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. Oh, okay. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. You know, if you lose a lot of blood, you die. If you take like 2 blood bags, you could actually still live. But if you take a 3rd one, you die. By blood loss. Get it? He was stabbed once in the stomach. Oh. By you? Death wasn't imminent, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means you're kind of fucked. The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I am responsible for overseeing every trial handled by the prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. What a huge nut. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, dish. I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here for his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was attending the class. She was different than the other students. She was always positive and always outgoing. She would always say you could do it, but only within 3 years gap will we see the true you, but keep on going, even though I don't really believe in you. She would say, different. She was strong. She would do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. Satama versus Goku, Satama. Satama won. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me. Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good at school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Yeah, she sounds like a spoiled brat, or she wants nothing. Oh shit, it's not that delayed. Yay! There you go. All things come to right. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lara! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lara, I know. So how come you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lara. Runs off. Mr. Wright? Yes, I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense, even though you're pleading yourself as guilty? Don't lose sleep over it. Your client has confessed. After all, this case is over. Alright, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. I guess I'll also get free pay and be able to support myself financially. I don't understand. Alana's confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. Remember how that went? She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Oh, okay. Oh, dear God, here we go. Underground prosecutor's office parking lot. Why does this feel like a prison in some way? So this is the lot where it all happened. It looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Try not to stand out too much here, see? Mary there. You're expected to go unnoticed here? Partner? Partner? A cowboy. Am I still her sala? I'm wanted, dead or alive. What do we have here? Looks like a bumpin' got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them dirties tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Oh, let me just shave with my butter knife. Marshall looks like more like a sheriff to me. Look here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang goat strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? This is just this here whiskey. It's not actually whiskey though. It's just water. I try to make myself look cool. It's Town versus Kirby. Kirby. You head along now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that a Humbrea, a friend of yours? Compadre? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West? It seems. Hey, man. In order to get the people going, we gotta start doing it. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Oh, wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is a real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is this scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Sounds like your way of actually making money, Phoenix. Well, it has hastily stuffed into the pocket. No, no, no. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Are you going to do ora to me? Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Yes, you will do ora. I'm called to duty already, and I'm at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look! There might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of X. I opened it. Oh my god. This is an ID card? Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID 5842189. How can a pink ball of shit have that much power? No, not ora. Yes, ora. Yes, he can. Look up at some Kirby lore, my friend, and you'll see what I mean. I prefer ara. Oh, stop, Pin. Oh, you. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? This is not really scientific investigation. This is literally just going through someone's wallet. Do they have cash? I guess, though. I don't see what science has to do with it. Yeah, no, seriously. I don't either. Ara. Shit, I mean ara. Yeah. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay. Look, a door. That must mean something. I'm not sure that door means anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Kirby what? Oh, look up some Kirby lore. Lore. Get some fact checks on Kirby. You'd be surprised. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? First and foremost, please, thank you. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It's a scientific terms. In scientific terms, please. Scientific. I look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. You see this leaf here? I want to know why it's so scientific. Well, it's just a leaf. But why is it scientific? What's it? Can you explain the principles of a leaf? Can you explain the principles of what is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? What enough talk. How about you? But anyways. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Here, a phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff. We don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Yeah, fool. Yeah, idiot. Lore. Lore, you bastard. L-O-R-E. Look, a stainless glass wall room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a calf. It means security. Huh? Calf security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. You know, seriously. Christ. It's like trying to teach a busboy the ropes around things and they don't even know how to clean the bathrooms properly. Zinger! This is where the cars leave the lots. There on the ground makes it look like more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Ah, the theory of relativity. What? I gotta write this stuff down. Aha! Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? I think you're going nuts, girl. I'm surprised that this isn't a clue. You poop head? Ban. No, I'm just kidding. This wall is in our way. It's got a facet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Ah, damn, I thought that would be something. The barrels? The barrels. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with coconut gun. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. An oil drum. Feels like it's filled with oil. An oil drum. Feels like it's filled with blood. An oil drum. It feels like it's filled with drum. An oil drum. It feels like it's filled with oil. A drum. It feels like it's filled with water. A drum. It feels like it's good to bash stuff. A drum. It's that third generation Pokemon, the Boom Boom. 8th generation Pokemon, third evolution. That goes boom boom. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide it here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. If you make yourself suspicious, you can be suspicious. And just saying that you're not suspicious makes you even more suspicious. Suspicious. Oh, I got myself a car. We have no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Let me just use my butter knife here.
Sheriff.
Like I said before, this here's our claim. You better best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet, partner. Gah, scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, let me just drink this here, not whiskey but water. Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides the red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh?
Excuse me.
Please. No problem, partner. About time for a visit of those anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a curvessa you like.
Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when for that matter? Note to self: look up Fiddle Saloon and Curvassa. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office.
Alright. In any case, stay away from the car. I'm surprised I haven't even scratched myself yet. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim.
Right, great. So we're great. Maybe there was some clues for around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Oh my god. Guess that's the witness. Look at those yabos. Oh. Her choke collar is the thing that you eat in Japan. I forgot. I think the squid things that you put in like the lunch boxes. I forget what it's called. But I see. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. My. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? God damn, I would smash. I would too. I would fight her and smash too, Pin. I will use my little mech against her. Whatever she means, smash. Oh my gosh, she even has rice cakes on top of her head. Oh my god. I did not even notice this about her character at all. What? I have seen this model so many times in like other games. I mean, in other playthroughs and stuff. But like for like a split second, never really paying attention. But now that I'm paying attention, this is actually pretty adorable and cute. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. That's an interesting way of doing business. This area's off limits to anyone with a clearance. Especially passerby. Or are you officers? Oh no, but you don't exactly look like a type to have a clearance. She's cleared. No, the other smash. Right. If I drop an item like in Dark Souls, maybe she'll give me Pickle P, you know? And maybe I'll get Purified Stone. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the Cough-Up Queen are over. Cough-Up Queen? Cough-Up Queen? Cough-Up Queen. What? I'm looking this up. I have never heard of that in my life. Cough-Up Queen? I'm certain there's gonna be some sort of like dumb oh wow, actually does Cough-Up Queen meaning there's gonna be some sort of urban dictionary on this. Oh wow, that's what she meant by cough up. Wow, I didn't even want to like look at what that meant. Well, let me see what cough up means. I get money to pay up. Okay, well, that's that. And if my days at cough up are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch. Oh, that's weird. If it was Maya, she wouldn't pass it up. But oh, right, sorry. My imagination is coming to a blur. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all sordid secrets. Secrets? Tribute! Dear me, are you a slow one, aren't you? Oh. I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. What? Clearly it was me. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. Yeah, cough up the cough. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Oh, damn. She is a sadist, now ain't she? Yes, man. Yipes. She means it. I like my badge. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunch Lad Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. How is she still eating? Box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Hey, it's either that or you drink the pickle juice. How about this card? Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? It's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I feel like I'm being mocked? Because you are being mocked, Phoenix. In a lovely way. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of evil ones who hunt this den in inequality. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yes, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave me an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor constipation yesterday? I was, Heavens to Betsy. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! You're gonna cough up a hairball? The most hideous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that it devours the evilest lunches of all. And she pulls out, like, salmonella, some sort of lunchbox. Here, have some salmonella. That's raw shit. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I know I feel what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. You see Lana Sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing it to a sad end. My oh my, it was truly a sight to see. You made yourself the very moment of the crime? A 64 style. Oh, more like 63. The sound of slavery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beats of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. Here's an unforgettable luncheon.
Ah, so you take steamed hams. I see.
Even though these are steamed hams, but, oh, I said steamed clams. Oh, we're having luncheon. Unforgettable luncheon. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, what would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. The box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you just say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tassu's travel to lunch set. Never mind. You win. Who is why and why he got foo, and foo is Lou, so therefore go fuck you. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Turbo's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an R motive for coming here. Ulterior motive. Useful analysis. Not. Why foo? Put it together? Why foo? Oh, I know. You meant Wi-Fi. It's okay. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. Oh, the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clam in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That would be sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking come-up, queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Oh, I can't look at the other stuff? Okay. Motherfucking Edgeworth! This is kind of a room that just screams that I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Shut up. My job is... I'm poor. Thanks. Look, look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What? That shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like that. Whoever office this is, they must be real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire praying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Why is Goku a dumbass sometimes? Because he is. And it's what the creator Toriyama did to him. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I have been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're here just to investigate the murder case. Murder? Nobody was found in the nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can't scream. How do you feel about this? I once dreamt of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side of Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Oh, actually, let's examine. My. What an amazing bouquet, just right for Mr. Edgeworth. I wasn't looking at the bouquet, I was looking at the Steel Samurai. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. As in, Wendy's? And besides, a giant Steel Samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mrs. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. That's pretty funny. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I'll go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisite, splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. My work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Huh. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plague as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Stop being a thief. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knight has us surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mountain knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor paw. His head is kind of spiky. It reminds me of you. Mr. Archer must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a paw with spiky hair? Nah, it's nothing. Unless he's plotting. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stuck up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. That's amazing. Strange, why did I just push Detective Gumshoe? He must be studying these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. They'll make fun of him. Wow! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Accidentally, for you to jump out of this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. I can't wait to fall off. Wow, the jacket is even lacier than his usual one. It must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Don't sploosh all over the place. I'm wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it for the KKK. You see, Edgeworth is really a racist fuck. Okay, no, not really. He's K for craft dinner champion. A prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that, bitch. I didn't design the thing. If anything, prosecutors should have a sword. Why does it have like a half shield? It looks like it's part of it's missing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Bah. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done. Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of his shield broken off? Yeah, seriously. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little cresses on his cheek from the seams. What's next, Emma? Are you gonna like describe him taking a bath? He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, didn't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. Last year? It was 2 months since the last trial, and he's referring to it as last year? Really? That's kind of stupid. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait, so you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. I'm a Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. Like, holy shit. Why am I always fucking involved in this stuff? I didn't mean to. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lena Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in this district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. We gotta duke it out again, Edgeworth? Oh my god. Is it wrong to make your starter Pokemon not your strongest Pokemon? It's not wrong. I mean, if anything, the starter Pokemon in any Pokemon game, period, is you pick a starter and it feels like that's the Pokemon that you journey through the beginning to end sort of thing and see like how much it has grown since then. But there's some people who don't use their starter Pokemon and just like use whatever Pokemon that they come across. But yeah, because my Bisharp is stronger than Monkey Man. That's fine. If you want to get like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's like, it's totally okay. I mean, if you look at competitive teams, not a lot of people use starters, so to speak. I mean, okay, that's kind of a lie. People do use starters, but like some competitive teams don't use starter Pokemon. And that's totally okay. So just, I don't know, play the game how you feel like playing, my dude. That's how I would view it. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Oh, what? Miles Edgeworth. So I remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Pull out a gun. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That's that bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Is 67 attack power bad? What level is your Pokemon? I mean, depends. Like, depends what your Pokemon is good in. Like, is it good in an attack or special attack? Like, what is it? What is it strong in when it comes to attacking? For a level 50 Pokemon, is it for a level 50? 67. Is he not a special attack user? Maybe. Check its special attack. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that since she was looking out for me, it appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she's a cold digger. But I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Is that your knife was the murder weapon? Why do you have a knife? In your office? To defend yourself, maybe? I'm gonna check after this battle. Okay. To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Toolbox? A toolbox in the trunk of your car that has a knife. What toolbox has a knife? I mean, I can't understand a screwdriver, a nail gun, something of the sort, whatever. But why would there be a knife in a toolbox? And the people's Pokemons are level 37. Okay. Usually never toolbox traces of victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. I do. I suppressed a little. Totally trying not to flex. Oh, you're flexing on those people. You're gonna sweep easy this game. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Why does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his reward, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about it yesterday. I thought Dynamax battle was going to be for nothing, but holy shit, they're actually great. Dynamaxing for me is just... you pop it and you kill. That's it. I mean, sure, it can go... it can, like, do a lot of things, but it's like, it's whatever. I can see why it can get hyped, but at the same time, I can see why it's like, you know? I can only go in them so I can get level candy. Oh, we're talking about the dens. Yeah. I see what you mean. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for self cases. We call it evidence transfer. Wiping your hands off all cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There was an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Ezra pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Huh. This is the parking stop from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I appreciate it if you direct that suspicion glare elsewhere.
Revive for duty, sir.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edrift anywhere on the premise? I'm Edrift. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. No, sir. None of that kind of, sir. No, not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edrift lid blow. Mr. Edrift lid isn't on the very tight, isn't it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, Albert, sir. Well, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your array. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that rise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Poor dude. Only go in. You know what feels good in Pokemon? So you're in a battle, you're on low HP, your opponent uses a strong ass attack, but he misses. Kazaya. Yeah. The one hit that can actually kill you, and you're like, try again. Right. Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patroller man just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. So I guess you saw this knife, buddy? It feels like the best. It's like the best thing you could possibly do. That's Detective Gumshoe. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Meets me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. News department, huh? I've only ever been here to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? It's becoming a mascot. Disturbing. What is it? Uniquely like that. Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Are you a police yourself? Are you trying to convict my sister into thinking that she did it? No. Well, you better prove scientifically. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Oh, he knows me. He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal. What are you doing here?
Well, that's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there?
What? Well...
At least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm very busy, man, pal. Come on, man.
I like my badge. Here's my badge. You should know this. You show this to me every time we meet, pal.
Real men show their police badge. Enough said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found the detective's card, didn't I? Detective Gumshoe, can you tell me... Okay, what can you tell me about this?
Huh. Hey, pal. This is the detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Good man.
He was a... Ozzy Goodman. Sounds familiar.
Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Well, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edward got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I've got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edward for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found it, stuff with his knife, huh? What would drive the prosecutor Scott to do such today?
Wait, I didn't mean. I mean, sure,
Of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Did you finish Pokemon yet? Oh yeah, I beat it. I beat the game. I then finished post game, and then I filled up the entire dex, and I highlighted all of those in the VOD, so to speak. I literally caught them all 400 of them. Poor Mr. Wright, what happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
But why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Excuse me. Yeah, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's related to the suspect. She's Lena's sister.
Well, she's his little sister.
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Huh. Okay. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of a criminal affairs. Like, Gumshoe, what did you do this time? Was your dick too hard, or were you jerking off in front of everyone? What do you mean this time? Well, then what happened? You weren't jerking off? I don't know. This is, okay, I'm banning this joke. I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affair now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us ranked fraud detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend time getting Badger dancing down, pal. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police is directing the investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrol arm in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. So his ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. That's Bruce Guzman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where he found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There's an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Everett mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. You even got all the legendary Pokemon? Yep. I got them all. Well, through trading, obviously, but I didn't end up keeping. I mean, I only caught the legendary Pokemon that I was able to catch in my version, but the other legendary Pokemon, so to speak, they just transferred it, and then I transferred it back to them. So I don't have the Shield Pokemon, actually. Alana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Pull out a gun. But yes, man, I caught them all. I caught all 400 Pokemon in the Pokédex. You bought Sort You. Fuck you. I hate you. Go fuck you, Pin. You prick. Say that to me again when you want that sword Pokemon to fill your decks. Then talk to me again, Pin. Nah, just kidding. God damn it. Also because of that case. But this Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties with department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea who was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. But what? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who was prosecuted the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for us. Shield is better though because just kidding. Because I don't know. Oh, okay. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? She threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. Huh. Looks like it's been through rough patches too. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Why is that becoming the court record? And that's all I know about that. I'm not visually on the case, you know. Thank you. I just wanted it. They're both equal. Wait, if you buy shield, right? Why are you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? If you buy Shield, could you get the sword doggo from a trade? Yeah, you can trade legendaries. I mean, you want to be able to do it otherwise. No joke. No joke. Marshall was just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little bit easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. It's not like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Ah, I was worrying about that. What, dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this detective the gumshoe? The chief threw together some of the designs, and I just did the thing, pal. Oh, weird. Was I blind? Did I not see it? Hey, I was gonna say, when I got to the police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals? Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at all those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Funny, I thought they were talking about... Beep! Yeah, okay. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
A game theory.
Do you mind me asking how you come up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Bah! Poor zebras. Look at the patrolman saluting the other guy. And then I said, hey, you do that, you're a super good coat, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Stop. Don't ever say that again, because you said it wrong. Said what wrong? What'd I say wrong? The batter here is announcing the crime-fighting champion. Campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they will be selling fingerprint sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who's stuck in the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without extra help. That's just a theory. Oh. That. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I saw your face there and I called 911, but no one actually came to you. Apparently you were gone for like 2 months. What's up with that? Yeah, what is up with that? A game theory. Say it like that, okay? No, I'll say how I say it. I'll never say the way you tell me to. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in those posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Those in there look pretty busy. Let's imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Cause she's 16 and you're 23, right? That's how it be. This to me, you're gonna say it like that, you little shit. You'll never get me to say it. Never, ever. Na, 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 na. Looks like the investigation is still going. I begin by check. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit until the sun sleeps. I'll show you my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Damn.
Hey, what's wrong, Bambino? You're all looking like Dougie. That's less absurd.
Jack Marshall. Strange guy put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. A good grave for men who've lost their dreams.
And me, I watched over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
Don't make me bring Penguin Man. Bring your little suit. It'll do nothing. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime?
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He's owning a birthday party or something.
Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? Because you're defense attorney.
No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our goat strike. Be like settlers strike out for the lands of unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hoo-da-da-da.
That's self. Police investigators are all settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Good riddance as I shred it in my pants. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific? Why is the earthquake so strong? Because it quakes in fear. Bruce Goodman, he was detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty dog you little there now, mister? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. It's my thing, Madame and I told me this tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stabbed to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prosecutor Scott, Detective Goodman, had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective.
That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot.
So it seems. Not like calling an honorable man to a shit at noon. High noon.
Well, it's spoken well. Not always. Because its base attack is 100, that's why. And also its accuracy is also 100, so it never misses, so to speak. So yeah. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not detective?
You called me out. They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was the one of them fancy shoot detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me? But you're a patrolman now, so how come you're in charge of the crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Babino?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. Keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's all now, though. Dr. Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's being kicked out of this cattle run by the order of Chief of Police. Just he doesn't realize it yet.
Dr. Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Slide to the right. Before I battle Leon, what level is Pokemon? They're in the 60s. They're level 60s. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else who it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yeah, sure. Oh, thank you. You're a good man? I am a good man. Right, let's check it out. Oh, it's doing it by itself. Okay. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Oh, I can actually do that. Okay, okay. This phone's still on the Riticle screen. Riticle? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button and display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like Reticle. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know what the people from your generation. Wow. Call me a boomer, Emma? Goddamn boomer. Whatever, let's just check out this phone. Let's see who the owner of this phone called last. Not himself. A defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song, I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Oh, sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed a reticle on that their phone, didn't you? Hands up where I can see them.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to tell me to put your hands up. And plus, your hand's not a gun, sir. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she barely dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that, oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Oh, I've enlisted the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. So I did the court card. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. I did it! It was me! Quite a luxury car. It just screams of my money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Says the defense attorney who doesn't get money or doesn't do his job. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. You're right. Let's see. 67S 122. There's a name printed on the good paper above the gunman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? What's self? For deductive reasoning to go. Edgeworth thought right. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it on the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. He says as Maya from the distance sneezes. A block, this area is reserved for prosecutors. Different attorneys are regulated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll be going over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. To buy my hamburgers from you? What? I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. You say as you haven't worked for 2 months and saying, oh, I'm not looking to do a job. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lushland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like that cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow sitting down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it. You'll be fine. What's your cell phone?
The last time it was used was 5:55. It was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her day for the night.
Why did Luna make that call? Well. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister?
That's correct, but there's a good gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is assigned by Bono. No, my condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Babina.
How can you say that? You are my sister. You were. Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I apologize, Bambino. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's the dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office.
Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something in here, but who?
Suspicious about Mr. Edgeworth has been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forge evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
The rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. As they forge it.
If you follow rumors about Edgeworth, the source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you would say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister Bambina, Chief Prosecutor Luda Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't have rustled all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, and some people load them with deals.
What are you saying? Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where those gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. Alright, partner. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret. Even in and around somewhere, everyone knows it.
Is that what good?
I'm sure we'll take off the case. It's already happening here because it's the Edgeworth.
Ah. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we're pretty much fucked because we got some clues. When an officer reported a note from the victim and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Luna is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Probably a TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:15, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? In front of the police marshal? No less? She hung up right away. I see. Someone updated the court record. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Boy, you always got a bad feeling. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. But to be continued into the case trial. Phoenix Wright. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. But, you know, it'll be pretty cool if they really focus on the gray Jedis. They're pretty cool. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes. A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I hope you just let me lose. My first trial without Faye helping me. Pah! It's kind of true, actually. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. So, wait. Is the reason why he didn't take any cases was because he couldn't do it since she needed Maya, and Maya was the only close thing to connect with Mia, and that's why he refuses to do his job? Phoenix, you got this. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. I mean, no choice in the matter, Emma.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Little Sky.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. If anything, I've been standing here like an idiot. I mean, Christ, I even got some coffee. Speaking of which...
Let me just check if the thing is still going. Okay, just double checking. Edgeworth. I made him wait for so long. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial.
I hope the personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right because of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unburnable crime. Not only this, but she rash enough to commit it on the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, she's much more forceful in person. He just said a couple of lines. But wait till you see the shit that he does. I say I feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Mrs. Angel Star, to the stand.
The cough-up queen. More like cough up that lung.
Unforgettable legend. Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Ho ho! Caviar, I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah. And for you, have a festy bowl. Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession?
And you, sir? Do you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor. How does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about coffee. It's so tasty to hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now.
Me, the name Angel Star. Don't forgetting about it, sweet darling. I'm getting the vapors. I find myself running lunch land these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
And what exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a
special investigator with the police. She was the first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Star was a detective?
Achoo! I know who you are. Cough up. I cough up all the bitches. Angel Star, at your service, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Well, very well.
You may continue with the description, Miss Star.
Who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention here, I do have to say one thing. You ever see the movie Cats? Well, I'm coughing up a fur ball right now, so here we go. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's just from taking up prosecutor's space, yes.
The crime took place by a car in the block A block in the car truck. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on spot.
And who was this violent witness?
Why, it was utterly me, Your Honor.
Like a loft floor plans. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended Chief Prosecutor.
It does seem rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor loser are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your wish, Miss Star.
Wait, why are they talking about me? And why are they talking about as if they're going to defeat me?
I'm the main protagonist, aren't I?
Here we go. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunch box to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the other buttocks, the Goodman chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Mr. Goodman.
Making the joke of the dead, aren't you? So how does it feel to be utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Just a flesh. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, that the methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's unformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erasing and giving evidence at their whim. Bitches killing off detectives that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired?
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applications.
I'll stick with the latest, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Means she was serious. Think about those yabos. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security side. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by the car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a precision of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. Is that a cream pie joke? I have no idea what that means. Same here. Speaking of detective intuition, wasn't the victim Miss Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes. Well, he was like a young cheese to a big fodder of mice. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy. With experience of streets, a greenhorn. Well, it must be hard yellowed. And that must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there is a lot I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. By the girl's car, you mean? Mr. Edwards, darling. Okay, yes. Mr. Edwards. Incidentally, the knife with the victim was stabbed was also from Mr. Edgeworth. Wasn't it?
Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness! In your testimony, you clearly stated that the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like Fredder. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Just like Pepto-Bismol. I now know that did not make any sense, but continue. That was inspiring. I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry patriotism. I may be related to the lowly lunch post at lunch lady, but insects are honed. Well, shit. A photo. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, reflex took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Huh. Witness, why am I seeing this photograph just now?
You think I show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Uh-oh, that is unmistakably on a sky.
So what was the defendant doing at the time?
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say this blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Puh. Looks like you just confessed that it was a small knife, bitch. Anyways, prosecutors are by nature well reserved in the location of man's vital organs. My oh my.
My oh my.
Heavens to Betsy. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Tell me the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yes, the next moment the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, you're kind of fucked. You're like the Black Knight. You're screwed. Mr. testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. Well, what do I do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that, Baka. Okay, let's look at my thing. Okay, investigator ID. Given the murder weapon, usually in the actor's toolbox, she has a victim blood. No prints. Interesting. Record parking in the prosecutor's office. No prints though, okay. Parking lot with Edgewood car. Oh, shut up. I had to check. Fuck, I did not do this. Oh, fuck me. I did not do this in the beginning. Oh, I'm so screwed. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth's cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyways? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling store there is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him in an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Christ, I did not do this. All my clues, I have to do this now. I'm so screwed. Okay. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'll be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Huh. Oh my god, I go through all this. Fucking hell. The name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID this. I wonder why they only use the numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID. Yabba dabba doo! See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba dabba? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Fled first one reference? What is this? Exactly my point. Tee. It doesn't take too much to amuse her. Wow. Can't read anything. Alright. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like it's names of all the previous recipients engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a forger? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this person for our college sometime. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Fun Karma. Fun Karma. Dead, dead, dead. Miles address, 1712. This is the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgewood parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, you would have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show, you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Dude, 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 dude. Death due to blood loss, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half, 4 p.m. Okay. I can just say that there. What's that look like you're doing? You look like you're doing finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay. When I sensed something, perhaps it was finally honed detective situation at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief clearly standing next to a grayish car. Motherfucker. No, wait just a gosh minute. Grayish. Grayish. Okay, before I do this, let me save. Last time I checked, it was a fucking red car, bitch. And I'm assuming I have to use the crime photo, so... Oh, are you serious? But it wasn't green, it was red! That's bullshit. With the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a grayish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and she thrust the pointy knife into his chest. Yeah, but there's no prints, though. God damn it. Man, I wish I was cool as you. Why? What makes you think I'm cool? Because... What do I got here? Investigate ID. Record of the parking lot. Does it say anything? Anything about this card? No? Shit. Because this work can suck sometimes? I mean... Granted, some things in life suck, but it's what you make the most out of it that you have. And making it fun is the best you can do. I mean, from the way I see it. I'm just going through this again. Well, of course, not all the time. Of course. Well, it wasn't a great car. It was red. So people want to fuck Nezuko? Well, she's 14. Well, you'd be surprised, man. A lot of people just want to fuck a lot of anime chicks that are underage. That's anime. In some sort of sense. Is Kana legal? From that dragon show? I mean, technically speaking, she is like an X amount age dragon. I mean, you could say so, but that's how they always try to advertise it. She's like 1,100 years old, man. So I knew the day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my friendly home detective information at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a grayish car. But I want to call Nezuko hot. I'll call her cute. Yeah, she's adorable, man. That you want to protect. But the car's red. It's not gray. But the car's red, though. Unless I'm stupid. I mean, I don't got no. Is she colorblind? Unless I'm crazy, because I'm pretty sure I saw that car was red. If it was not red, then well, fuck me. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. And then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the government's chest. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a gray, garish car. Garish? Okay, hold on. Where's my phone now? There it is. When it says garish, what is it? Okay, what does garish mean? So I'm not, because I'm pretty sure I'm being stupid right now. Oh, garish means bright and showy. Okay. I thought it meant like grayish. I'm like, what the fuck? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the Goodman's chest. Death due to loss of blood. Parking lot, property of Atlanta last call made. Some always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I said something, perhaps it was my finally honed detective intuition skill. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief's press standing. Repeat this. No. Sex? What about sex? What about the sex? Then she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into the chest. Hmm. What are you saying about parts? What are you saying about boobs? What about the boobs? What about this though? Victim's memo, death, 1 knife wound. Yes. Cock. I'm actually kind of lost. I don't know. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the Detective Goodman's chest. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in their right hand. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a grayish car. When I sensed something, perhaps it was finally home detective situation work, I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Somehow I always knew this day would come. Pagnus! How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic crime. When I said something perhaps it was a finally home detective intuition at work. Wait a second. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Garment's chest. Wait. Was it the chest? Number weapon usually in every 2 boxes no print. Wait. Now I want to see something here. I'm just trying to understand something here. Hold on. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garage car. When I sensed something, perhaps it was finally home detective intuition at work. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I said something, perhaps it was finally home detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust a pointy tip into her chest. Two boxes of victims with the prints. Causes a loss of blood from the chest wound. Wait. What? Wait. Oh, you're gonna fight Leon? Yo, good luck. Have fun. How come I didn't fight Bayfoot Goddess? Bayfoot Goddess. I don't know. Beats me. Oh, because you have shield. She's in sword only, bitch. That's why. That's why. She's only shield. I mean, she's only in sword. That's why they changed the two gym leaders in Pokemon Sword and Shield. precision sword, bitch. Should have gotten sword. Yeah, well, too bad, too sad. Trying to think, what the hell? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the detective German's chest. God, is it because I forgot to, like, look at something of the knife? There's no prints, though, which is the stupid part. Fuck you, Flame. Too bad, too sad. It's the dance. Man, I'm at a loss of words. It's an A. Telephone, security room, car, defense. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. But I want to say that the murder weapon usually never too, but traces of victim's blood. No prints. Like, I want to say there's no prints on this, so it doesn't make sense. Ugh. I'm not good, no. Something speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads up cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? She was fired. I only had this game for like 5 days. Well, I'm almost done with it. Yep, pretty much. The game is pretty short. His boyfriend, he's a detective. We have a security guard. This is my first Pokemon game that I will finish. Oh shit, really, Pen? Congratulations. As the knife was which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? It was. Ramble, ramble, ramble. I saw her from no further than 30 feet. I'm certain it was her. Yeah, you didn't ask, but still, whatever. Well, I didn't know. I thought this was your first I didn't know it was your first Pokemon game. I assumed you played others, too. I had no idea. How was I supposed to know? Tell me more about the knife that was kind of here. No, I had others. Oh, you did. This will be my first Pokemon game that I will finish. The other ones I had. But you didn't finish the other ones? I didn't finish them. Okay. I feel like I'm either missing something or I feel stupid. And I have no idea if it's because I didn't look at some fucking things in here that would help me with this case. Because Jesus Christ. Okay. Going through all the evidence. Date of time of death, February 21st, between 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Cause of death was also blood from the chest wound. So the wound was caused by 4.5 inches knife. A single stab wound was found. 4.5. 4.5? Hold on. Hold on. Well, how big was the knife? Last time I checked, it wasn't a 4-inch fucking knife. It was a goddamn 4.5 by 4.5 inches knife. What? Fuck off! How exactly are the evidence? What do you mean? What do you mean? But you said, but 4.5 inches. She only said it was 4 inches. Ugh. God damn, I don't know. I am so lost on this case. Jiroski was holding a right in the right hand. Do you have a dog? I do have a dog. I have a doggo. when it when it sees the leash. Does it get excited? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I saw it from... Okay, thank you. Fucking Christ, this one took a while. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure this is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? 30 inches, you bitch. That seems pretty close to me. Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Oh. Well, I was trying to get to that too. Whatever. I was going for the... I took that photo because she was 30 feet away. Like, it wasn't that far. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection I ever heard, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. What? He would still stand... Wait. I'm not fighting Leon. No, you're not. There you go. You're fighting his rival. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's black and white photograph. Oh, yeah, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problems here. No problems except you. Mr. Wright. Oh my god, I forgot her voice. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh. You got a better idea? Objection, motherfucker. I'll object to your... Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was certainly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try order the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm sure I understand it, but good advice. I'm fighting around. Fuck you, Pokemon. I was so excited too. Well, too bad, too sad. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was calculating like a robot. She killed without my oh my. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a permanent murder. Permitted? How did you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not permitted, she would not be wearing these gloves. Ugh. Shut the fuck up, Lame. I'll end you. I'll make you suffer. No, you'll never make me suffer. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of protection. Perpetrated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Yes, I will. Okay. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do the murder. It's only the possible conclusion one can make. Bitch ass motherfucker. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. You can make it. I can't do her voice anymore. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking. Hmm. Yeah, there's no prince, bitch! Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell Buck's lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Edward's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife that I planned.
What's in this case? The bloody murder weapon and red car all belonged to the prosecutor there? The defendant and chief prosecutor for the district, right?
Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
The defense has a request. We ask that the witnesses provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lena Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing these special gloves.
It seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
Will Bay appear in the anime? Most likely. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Oh.
I mean, I was going for something else, but sure. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. And honestly, on that point, you better schedule your schedules. Put that shit up. And remember, when you go to a school, you plan everything out, inside and out. You don't forget about the escape route, the in route, and everything. You go in school, you study your ass off, and you leave. Bada bing, bada boom. When a test comes, you write that test like it's nothing. Like you got your life's worth. Like as if a knife is coming from your back. That's how you study, and that's how you progress in school, ladies and gentlemen. Also, this was kind of wrong to use that testimony since it kind of relates to school shootings. But anyways. Order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Right. Show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
A little bit ahead of yourself, Mr. Wright. The next lunch we'll be eating is a humble pie.
What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole permanent theory.
Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was permanent or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered the detective with a knife. That is the only thing that the prosecutor needs to prove, nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you?
I'll make you cough it up, bitch.
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now? Really? Yes, really. Lena Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. She's doing it again. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to play the knife in again and again. Well, she does messed up because they have no common thing at all. Hey, baby boy. How's my baby boy? You're so cute. I love you.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like permitted, doesn't it?
So if I ordered pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
Yes.
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Now wait just a gosh darn minute. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a pun out of an oven half-baked.
Something's half-baked here, alright? And it's you.
I try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intuitions of the murder of the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves.
Oh, pupper. Oh, there you go, puppering yet again. Woof woof. You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there. You have no proof that she didn't.
Miss Edgeworth thoughts.
There is no record of a call made on defense. There is no record? Oh, really? There
was no record that was shown on Lena Sky's phone.
She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least.
In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered.
I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Which? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? There we go. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See, you agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. That's why I'm so salty in trials.
This just isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman.
Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple. I thought we said she's not doing this. A human machine. That's a contradiction.
Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright?
Note to self, Mr. Edward's size smells like cactus fruit. What the fuck? How could she smell his breath all the way from there? You see, again and again, how many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into thousands of pieces, but we actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me?
Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that.
Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people!
Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know.
Besides, turn out the bitch. Challenging her abilities to really set her off.
A short wick burns out the fastest in scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even really short wax will burn longer.
Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Damn it! I actually know where to do it. Because last time I checked, it was stabbed once, bitch. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you.
With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Mrs. Starr. What do you mean? I should have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, haha. You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? What about no one noticed? Why am I, like, he's the prosecutor. I called it out. It wasn't him. Why does no one know about my feats? I'm Phoenix Wright. I haven't lost a case yet. Come on.
Well, witness.
You got the crime scene set, right?
Thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breasts. She bladdered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Again? Her red muffler?
Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. She can be easily hanged on a moment's notice, I suppose.
She's right. This guy's
was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood?
Well, people often mistake my beard as the Colossus. You know, the way we had to climb the beard to kill it? If only you shaved butter, like me. For a bib.
A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Phoenix, you have never summed up this courthouse any way better than that statement. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest.
However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound.
Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mrs. Wright, this is our chance. Just for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has to turn out.
Hey, Rocket, how are you, my dude?
What's new, my dude? How's everything?
You're losing it, girl, because last I checked, she doesn't have her scarf. Bitch. So what red have you been seeing? Unless you're colorblind.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim.
I'm good. How about you? I'm good. I'm good. I worked out today. I ate some foods. I did some big edits, if you noticed in the Discord that I posted the other day. And that's pretty much it. How's your day been so far, my dude? How you been?
The suspect was not wearing it. Okay. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly careless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good. But this lunch, though, that's delicious.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my objection? Chopped liver? Why am I not getting anything? Why is Edgeworth getting the spotlight? I haven't been in a court case for 2 months. Let me get some of it, please. Damn, I only walked a bit today, maybe 5 or 6 kilometers. Ooh, you still walked though, and that's some good ass exercise.
But it was there. A scarf, no, not that, but something red, really.
Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Oh, hold on. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I had to take a phone call.
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony.
Is this shit delayed again? Ah, shit. Oh, never mind. No, Pin. It's never delayed. You're delayed, Pin.
You saw the crime and you apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of our testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. No, you're delayed. I'm not delayed. You're delayed.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
You are quite determined about the scarf, aren't you?
I strike at like a snake and bite like a cobra.
We sad today, we're not sad today.
That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of a snake.
Don't bother with me with the details unless you want to get bitten.
No, thanks.
Note to self. Note to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
No shit. Yes, we are. No, we're not.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one.
Bitch, yes we are. No, fuck you.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Ooh, rare.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your conversation will now begin. So where is the partition on the floor plans? Suck a dick, dude? Never. I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
The fastest one you could find? Okay, I guess I'll have to suck my own dick. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her. No! Oh, nasty. Yeah, press her. Are you kidding me? I like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B Park. So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Star?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing, the cough queen and lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high. Yeah, it's pretty tall too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky little bitch.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word. So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else.
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean. By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at this crime scene? Yes. Oh, Pupper. Pupper, no. No, Pupper. Oh, Pupper. No, he's barking. Is it fucked up to find than real people? Well, I mean, here's the thing, Pin. Everyone can create whatever character that they want, and to make them hotter. But let's be perfectly honest. If you were to take this person right now, pull her out and put her in real life, she most likely will be ugly. So think about that.
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court is she. Does she be stopped?
Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone. I mean, sure, she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good wish, good wish. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please the rookie defense attorney. You were not lying about having a dog. Okay, I'm going now. I'll be right back. Okay. Chances are, Pin, I might call it early after this trial's done. I mean, this section of the trial's done, and when we go to the next day, because I'm not feeling so great, but whatever. Anyways, so chances are I might be on my, and chances are I might not be on. But yes, I saw it all. Now how she tried the phone. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was going to ask the same thing. No, I say this once time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the person. Then she picked up the phone, emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, so she says as she's trying to be top shit, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
She made to escape. Can you be more specific?
She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard of a plate of foie gras.
Huh?
She even kicked over an oil drum at me.
An oil drum?
There was an oil drum lying on the side of the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance.
That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run behind the person in the oil drums. It's excellent. More mysteries.
I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So this guy tried to run.
I'm sorry my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright.
That's not as sorry as I am.
But she didn't do it. You have to believe me.
Oh, it wasn't the phone? Fuck. I think it's over here. Oh, I guess the map layouts. Yeah, the map layout it was. Okay. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lena Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by a personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, persecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Star, this is the fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up.
Look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the backside of this person. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. And last time I checked, 30 feet away, if anything, it looks like someone forgot their glasses. Wow!
Order, what is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up a lunch. She's coughing up lies. Oh, snap. That's actually pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good.
That's quite the claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the car begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. Who is lied about? What she saw, where she saw the order of events. What she saw? I think it's more like where she saw it. Miss Guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see this guy using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Where's the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Well, either here or over here. Like this way? You think?
It's highly likely.
Your cowardly attitude stands stark contrast to your valuable argument, Mr. Wright.
Her being there wouldn't change a thing. Ah, fuck me. Oh, I hate this. I don't know. Where would she be? A security room?
The security room. Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot. Is well positioned.
Okay, I see. Makes sense.
It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the portion is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, what the fuck are you doing in the security guard room?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr.
Order, order. Witness. What have you done? You should be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Ah, Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? Doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. They didn't want to change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim.
But there was a fence when the photo was taken. Therefore, who actually took the photo?
The truth still stands.
No, it doesn't, bitch. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us, what was your reason, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Me? Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's reveal what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and says she saw it from the B block. It must make a vital difference. But what would have changed? I can reveal the crime. This is the crime. This is in the lighting. It changed the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans is quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in the question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Mrs. Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station? Okay, boomer. Welcome back, Ben. Mrs. Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station? Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh Bonzenberry jam to my boyfriend. Bonzenberry for the boyfriend. He was in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. How is she getting away with this? And before I knew it, what I was doing, I found myself running towards the sea. Oh, see daddy. But the door was locked and I couldn't open it. No, that's bullshit. There's no way. That takes way too long. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. No, there's no way. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes. This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. Okay, so that's where the photo came. Okay, gotcha. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention, but you don't have to kill anyone by it.
Would you like another clever lunch?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any answers to stop this? I do. I call bullshit. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You couldn't make past in that amount of time. If you like it, el dente. Any of this in my life, or do you?
I got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots. Rookie.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange?
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
That's right, because the one who murdered was the judge himself. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dwelled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Yeah.
She hands out lunches? Oh, she does.
Well, then it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
I'm afraid... I'm afraid the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, the court is adjourned. Get the fuck out of my case.
Oh? It ain't over.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she's trying to force me off me.
I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers.
Anything else to say? Oh, sick bird.
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
At this point, like, you can't keep doing this. Stop.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Whoa, a triple-decker! Hell yeah! On terms of the witness determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like a Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? What's in the box? What's in the box? It's a dick in the box. Boom. It's a dick in the box, baby.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. I did not bring this up.
No, you did not.
2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lena Sky. The shoe proves it's flawless, indecisive evidence.
Why are you holding evidence?
What? There was blood found on that shoe.
Try lunch land for all your lunch and saves of evidence needs.
Witness, what is the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in Fronex.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know that 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Thank God. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the Fronex department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ugh! My reputation.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty solid. Now that's comedy. First, oh cocky, now all down the blocks.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaint notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
And to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, hell yeah. What happened? Hello? I'm here. Don't worry.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I was... Okay.
You quiet? Nah. I'm good.
Why did you lie?
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw... My oh my. I saw Chief Prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of vile known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This when the suspect is admitting she did it?
But false testimony is the most sexual crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this over with.
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime.
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I want to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
Oh my god, what happened? Pin.
So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck out with a shoe.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. It's a gun.
In any case, you removed viable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next.
Son of a bitch! But what's up? So you brought it to the forensic department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need to approve. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. Well, what are you swearing for, Pin?
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie.
Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Don't be a fucking idiot. You're lucky I'm not gonna penalize you for this shit.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of all the blood sets out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of the blood drawn to just one person, or so I hear.
That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said that's very little doubt. It could be anyone but Miss Lina Disguise.
So the suspect's blood was found in the victim's shoe.
Next, you're gonna say shit. Oh my god. That ties her directly.
That ties her directly to the death of the Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
That's pretty sly, hiding evidence like that.
There's nothing sly about the lawyer using the law as a weapon. In any case, science is always on our side. Don't forget, scientific investigation is the wave of the future.
Maybe I should investigate this evidence a little more closely. Jotaro is 17, by the way. I thought it was 16. Or 15. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your clients. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat soup. Mr. Wright, do you or do you not have a problem with the shoe?
Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the shoe? If I'm not imagining things, I say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'll give you a peppered fish gut now.
But you couldn't take the heat, could you? That's hard to believe, though. No, 17? Oh, it is hard to believe. Go figure.
Let's see what Mr. Wright has to say. What did you contradict about this execution? What's the problem with the evidence?
The problem with this evidence is here. Where?
Well, that's nice, Bray. Let's return to testimony, shall we?
Okay, so... Not to... Look at this fucking shoe.
This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lina's right hand was banged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis. Ah, there's blood here too.
So of the shoe? It's got to be the victim's. Must have stepped in a puddle of one's own blood.
All this blood, it's horrible.
This blood might be an important clue. Okay, I guess I go again and show her this. I wonder if you noticed. Wow, is either that or the bottom or whatever. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie.
Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradicted about the blood on the bottom of the shoe?
Oh. I guess the photo. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order. Well, witness.
What? Huh? You're great, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why wasn't there a footprint?
Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't any footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright. Think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
I'm just doing my job. I'm getting paid.
Mr. Wright, I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I give her credit for. Her hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint of the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist and all that shit, so I got her good. Flipped her off.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though, apparently you're not the slowest carnivore built in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? You don't mean. Yes, the suspect kicked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
What? I'm pretty sure water doesn't really... Okay. This is getting really more bullshit.
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt.
Did she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough! There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecutor's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds you defending Miss Lana Sky.
Oh? What's happening?
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecutor's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well? I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping.
No, I'm called evidence.
Wait, please don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough queen.
Look at this!
A photograph.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at this alphabet in this photo.
Hey! It's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from this court's mind immediately after the murder of the crime. She was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Maya. Right, wet or not, get your dick in there.
Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get up off the ass of it. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. I believe in you, oh my god.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Your Honor, hold on just a goddamn minute. My dick is getting wet. Let's do this.
What is it with you people? Can I hand down my verdict in peace anymore?
No, you can't. We're in the kindergarten. You said it yourself. Or I said it yourself. Or I said it. Or Miss Scott. I forget who, but that was pretty much what this courtroom is nowadays.
Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. At least one submitted. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Before to shake, not stir. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
Look at this graph. Every time it makes me laugh.
I don't know. The shoe, the sock?
Watch this. There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf or of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of on a car, a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as this, a part of this exhaust system, a pipe. I see.
Oh, he's trying.
What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
Humph. So whether there's something sticking out of the muffler, what does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Star, but I'm gonna bring you down and take you off of Hollywood's stage and bring you down to the peasants. Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much as in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has in mind. Tell us what you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
Oh, dear God. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes, I asked muffler.
Muffler. Ugh. Yar. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh!
Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about the piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do disservice to the law. Of the car, the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so.
Phew. That was close. But we made it, at least for now.
This court will be adjourned for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all.
He's still hungry? To be continued.
Bullshit, you ready to victory. Phoenix Wright.
Okay, I want to see where this leads me. February.
Oh, Mr. Wright!
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like, are you swimming up from the bottom of the lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you pedal, you never seem to get there? Also, it seems like as if every single time you try to reach the surface, it's like as if someone's pushing you down and weighed the water on the surface full of gasoline and made it on fire.
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got a call off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny thing in a piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
Hola, partner.
¿Cómo estás?
They say you show a red cloth to a bull. It's all fired up and separate. That's what they told me when I was young and at least.
Officer Marshall.
Thought I'd come and take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory, like a Fort Knox. Now let me take a shave here. I promise you this ain't the murder weapon.
That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the cheese socks in your taste and mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. You don't know that just beat all, huh? I've seen the red breeze blow out her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. I saw the day too she was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon, I should have seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In that photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf?
So, Miss Star wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. It's about high noon. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So what are we swimming now, Mr. Wright?
We're pretty much swimming in pennies.
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo!
Oh, we're back in. Alright, we're not ending the stream yet.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
There's something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. The furrowed brow, those grinning teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't be happening.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, then I believe it is time we continue with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there?
Oh, shit. What's with this guy? Yeah, no kidding. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose to 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he?
Oh, it's you. Oh, yes, you.
Sorry I'm late. RJ. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, RJ. Haha, ya bitch. Swim much these days.
Hello. Oh, no, I've been so busy.
Busy, smuzzy, RJ. My boy, you have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
odd. She seems to be sticking for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very right. Phoenix Wright. Sorry, but who are you?
So you're right, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks?
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly.
The little worthy?
Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police.
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. He could easily cover the murder.
Name's Grant. Tom and Grant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, what do we do with all this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you guys come to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think that it was stuffed in that exhaust pipe. Ha ha ha! On Little Worthy's car, no less.
I like how there's like a pseudo.
It's really quite embarrassing even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a moment. Worthy.
I have no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait.
Or didn't you hear me?
Have a look at this document where it says proven in the charge of investigation. There's no mistake in that signature. Haha, is that Miles Edgeworth?
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head's in the clouds because you got the reward. I know how you feel, but you're the person in charge.
I'll accept a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be so too upset. You'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ugh.
The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor.
Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all of us have to push the switch and cut his throat. Game over. Phoenix Wright dies. Court is done. Lena goes to jail. Miss and everyone is crying.
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gravel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people. Luckily, hopefully they're not pointing at your neck.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, okay. It's doing it on its own.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What does that mean?
Well, I heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 Instant fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is it?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that look like a lot like this somehow. Wah! Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood?
This does not excuse the action of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify, Rush, about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife?
Sure thing. No problem. Not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove connection between this knife and Goodman.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do any investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. You see, what a mess. That time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department. A detective.
That's hush-hush information, IG. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Until now.
Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order. Anyway, we at the department, we're all flustered as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we are shot at the police department situation. We all wish to Wright.
Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places?
The chances of that are really slim significantly. Speaking of course.
I like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, however. Keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Where is my thing? Just want to double check if it's still going. Okay. Going strong. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Redo, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery.
And like a good mystery, it's wrapped in something a muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to this case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there is something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can right now.
Evidence like that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. Should try presenting a piece of evidence that's had me stumbled all this time.
So how were things down at the department?
Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eye there, Righto. My boy, shop hungry.
So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Why didn't you ask? No matter how I understand, you were busy with what Lena's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, RG?
I'm at a rush for work. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, and in fact, just arrested. That was quick. But there's still enough unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This gets sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing. Okay, when the victim died was at 5:15. How the victim was killed was by the knife, from what it looks like. Where was the victim found? It was at the station. So how was the victim killed? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we went in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit we're cooking now, boys. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What? What do you mean? There are more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. 5:15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. Watch. Funny, isn't it? A murder of the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence?
It's just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gat, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Well, because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, righto. You understand?
Try to understand, righto.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. Two detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife. What was it doing there?
I better check this knife out. C'est ça, ça, no? Yeah, it was probably the memo. Where is it? SL92. Okay, SL92. Oh, I kind of do. Hold on. Could give it a shot. There is. Wait a second. Haha! Last and honest to goodness objection. This knife. This has to be something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Ha! Honest goodness, what do you mean, Formaggio? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SLN92. And this is important why. Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minutes S 12:12. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. Excuse me. Oh my god. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right upside up. But turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. That's so naughty. That's a shame thing that was written on the knife tag. Order. Well, Chief. Man, I'm gassy day. Well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? There's evidence. What? So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder.
There was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case log since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder? And it was found in the exhaust pipe on Edward's car?
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Was a good area for that. I don't know. Okay. Okay, well, I can just do this again, okay. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can tell the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Well, wait a second. I have heard...
The evidence room? Did he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was in the evidence case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. The link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gaunt to testify about the details. So when did the murder at the police station occur? Now that's a sharp question, right out. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Yeah. Okay, wait, I think it might be the following. Hold on. No?
Chief, the defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases have already been proven.
Hey, you don't say. Well, I'll with it right out. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the law was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Indeed, there do seems to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
You two make a good pair of the dojins. Anyways, it took my men to 2 days to find out what you do is right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information to the victim at the police station department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What, really? Who would have guessed? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in?
Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Criminal Affairs Division Number 1. Detective responsible for homicide cases.
Homicide. That'd be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. Detective Goodman who was killed in the underground parking lot was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after a homicide detective. Except the serial killer happens simultaneously, significantly speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. Ah! That's a cold phone. Gotta keep pressing to get those answers. Okay. Poop. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell me who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. Number is 5842-189.
Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You don't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of this victim on the police department. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does, I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say that the ID of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
Witness.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on a prom night.
No, it's just I got confused.
And this is news?
Huh?
Just come out with the guns both. Just come out with both the guns blazing like you always do.
Ha! I love it. Edgeworth is like also helping hand. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is this yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are a top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is exactly that number.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. It started with the I2. I forgot.
You didn't even get the first number right again. The number on the chief of the police gave us was the following number.
Wait a second, Wright. What does this
mean? That's what I want to know. 2 ID numbers are identical.
In other words, the detective killed in the police department evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as attack, right? Oh, sharp as attack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yeah, a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. Hey, fuck that Misha kid. Misha kid? Who's Misha kid? Who is that kid? Who?
That's impossible, so what you're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location.
Order.
Chief, what does this mean?
The guy says a doppelganger.
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm a prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, were they? No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear? The oversight of the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, they're yours.
Oh, what? How? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our official Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait,
Wow. Those are his hands, also hurt too.
You don't mean?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Light of Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me?
honestly, I'm sure if that officer was capable of making the connection, he did seem challenged.
Wow, that's rude. In any case, this serious error across negligence of duty on your part. Were they?
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
Uh-oh. It's gonna get pissy. No such were they. Rule of evidence law.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case of the trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally you submit evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright. My boy. Huh? I was just doing my job?
No. No!
Rambo, holy shit.
I don't know. I guess we're both in the loss of words, then.
It seems we have come to an end of this trial.
I know you're going through all a tough time, really. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time, really.
You have profound apologies, sir. You have my profound apologies.
Poor Edgeworth.
I don't think.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in this history of this court. I'll grant one further day as the prescription is requested. Will that be significant, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Get the fuck out of here. I need to go trim my beard. To be continued.
Ace Detective.
Okay, so it's gonna be investigation. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it here. I will finish this tomorrow, and whatever time there is remaining tomorrow, I will stream something else if there is time, but we'll see. No, aw, it's okay. They're there. It's like 9:30. Don't go. Oh, come on, dude. It's like 9:30 p.m. I have to wake up in the morning, and I also have to make something for myself too because I'm actually kind of hungry. Don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow, Pin. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll finish it off. For sure. For sure, we'll finish it. And if we have any like time remaining, and if I don't know if I can just squeeze in after Phoenix Wright, I'll play like another game, so to speak. But yeah. Anyways, with that said and done, I'm off. Bye bye. Later.